Good. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first ever episode of PythonFX TV. Today we're chilling with a very special guest in the building. His name is Moses Ngwenya, my childhood friend, very good friend. We've known each other for like 19 years or something like that. Since we're little. Now, nonetheless, today he's going to be telling us his story in terms of his entrepreneurial journey, how he started with the Forex business and everything. So, without wasting any more of your time, Moses Ngwenya, how's things going, my brother?
No, everything is going very well. Firstly, thank you for having me. It's an honor to be on the first episode.
Tell us about your childhood. Where did you grow up? How did you grow up and all that?
My childhood was kind of, I was jumping from places to places. So initially I grew up in Freedom Park. That's probably the side of me you don't know. I grew up in Freedom Park. From a Freedom Park we moved to Eloli.
Okay, I know about that.
Then from Iloli, I think I was about 6. I remember the date, it was the 3rd of December. Mm-hmm. We moved to Belisha.
2003.
2003, 3rd of December. Mm-hmm. That's when we moved to a small place called Belisha, our childhood home.
That's in Green Village, Darankop,
yeah.
By the way. Most people don't know the place.
So that's where that's where I learned everything that I know. Everything that I was going through where I used to live, that's what shaped everything that I am.
What is it that you were going through when you're saying everything that you were going through?
Basically, okay, this is how my childhood went. So in the phase of Freedom Park and Loli, I grew up from a well-off family. So basically my father was a very, not really wealthy, but then he was well off.
He
was doing good. So so after he passed away, basically that's where everything just went sideways. That was 2003, around April, May. 2003
April.
Yeah.
Then 2003 December you changed location from, is it Loli to
Belisha. That's when, because I was still a child, so I don't know what really went down, but I know that probably the house was repossessed, some financial situation, so we moved to an RDP house, free homes. I believe we live in South Africa, you know what an RDP is. So that's basically where everything was shaped. That's where I started learning, okay, if I want to get something, I basically have to go out and get it for myself. So around...
Did that start in primary or was that now in high school when you were growing up?
You know, the thing is about me, the actual business side of me taking action, that started in high school, late high school.
Okay.
But then as a kid, I was always talking about, when I was 6 years old, you remember the conversations we used to have? I was talking about private jets. I was talking about, I didn't even know what those things were. But then
at the time,
I just knew that I just want to live better than what my father was. I just knew that I want to. I want to become successful, basically. But then at that point, I didn't take any action because I was young, or maybe I wasn't really exposed to knowledge, that specific knowledge of how to basically go for what you want.
Okay, cool. And then your high school life, how was your high school life?
Fucked up.
Okay, how was it fucked up?
No, because you know the thing is, that's one of the things that shaped me as well. Because you know, high school kids are brutally honest and harsh. So you know, growing up as a kid, not really, but dark skinned. The key thing was basically being dark skinned in high school.
Okay.
That usually was something you usually get teased.
Okay, so
and stuff like that.
Is that what made your high school life fucked up? That you were dark skinned?
Well, bro, like if you had to step in class, especially in when I remember those guys I usually hated, because you can only imagine. You remember those winter nights in high school, from public schools, there's usually no lights and stuff like that. So maybe there's one light that's working around the corner in the classroom. So those situations. So
winter nights.
Winter days where the classrooms usually were dark. So sometimes when I step in class, they were like, "Where's Moses? Where's Moses?" So
like bullying, basically.
If you can call it that. No one has ever bullied me like physically, but then
emotionally.
Yeah, you can put it like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So your high school life was fucked up because you were bullied in high school.
Don't say that. but yeah, I was teased, just like any other kid. But then when you're dark skinned, it usually becomes even more worse.
Okay, cool. And then when did your entrepreneurial journey in high school? Because you said your hustling phase started in high school. How did it start in high school, if that's the case then?
Actually, didn't start in high school.
Okay.
It started in, I'm not sure if you can call it being an entrepreneur, but then it started in primary where I used to sell sweets basically. But then what stopped it was because school teachers were always like, you can't sell sweets in school.
Actually, I remember now. I think I was doing I was in high school and you were in primary. Yeah. And in the morning I would buy a packet of sweets and then I would come to you and give you that packet of sweets to go sell in school because I never used to like selling back then.
Yes.
So I would give you those sweets for you to go sell and then you come back and then we'd split the profits.
It was because I never had the startup capital. So what used to happen, I used to basically take it from you, and there's a guy called Buhlali.
Yeah.
Remember Buhlali? Yeah. I used to take packets of sweets from you and Buhlali, and then I'd sell those sweets.
Then you come back and
share profits, and yeah.
Okay, but
that's when.
From what I know, that was back in primary.
I was in late grade 6 and grade 7. It stopped around mid grade 7 because my teachers used to complain like. Distracting kids. Don't know how I was distracting kids, but anyway, they told me I was distracting kids, so stop selling sweets.
Okay, then your transition from high school to college. How was your college life then? How
I dropped out. In college, I dropped out.
You dropped out. You're doing music, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. So initially, this is what happened. In grade 9, that's when I actually made the decision that, you know what, I will not work for anyone. I'll be an entrepreneur. I'll create an empire for myself and my family. And then what I did was I intentionally failed grade 9, so that when I went to my mom, I tried to convince her and told her, okay, look, I failed. I'm not doing good at school, which is she knew that's a lie. But then I told her, okay, look, I failed. I'm not doing good at school. Can I just drop out and pursue business? Mm-hmm. She kicked my ass and then told me go back to school.
What did you want to do
at the time?
Yeah, well, what was your plan? Okay, you're in grade 9, you're dropping out, you want to do business. What business did you want to do? Did you have an idea? Did you even start that business? What happened?
No, I wasn't at a phase of starting the business. Actually, this is what happened. I had a plan of, okay, let me just initially go to you, because at that time I think, no, you were in matric, I think. In matric, grade 11 or matric?
I think I was in matric.
Somewhere around there.
Yeah.
But you used to get like school, like they used to give you Guinea. So I knew, okay, maybe I'll approach Slick, approach Klali, just get that initial.
If I'm not mistaken. What are you going to do? That's right.
Still funds. But then I knew that, okay, I have a couple of people that I can approach and try to get their startup capital, and then I can go to schools during breaks and just sell, just grow from there, and maybe eventually open a store, then open a chain of stores eventually.
Okay, yeah.
That was my plan. Of course, I wasn't planning to drop out and chill at the corner, but I was planning to just go full in and do business.
Okay, but then through that whole phase, you were also doing music, right?
Yeah, I started music in grade 7.
Grade 7. So tell us about the impact that music had in your life from you growing up to now, actually, because. Yeah. But I want to know how what the impacts that music had in your life during that phase, because I remember music was very important to us back then because of everything that was going on. I think.
Extremely important.
Just tell us about that.
You know what. when you talk music, you have to specify and say hip hop.
Hip hop,
specifically hip hop. What hip hop did for a lot of my friends, including you, in my life and in just me mentally, it shaped me, and it helped me escape a lot of things that were happening around where I lived. So basically, I remember the first day I was exposed to music. Let me say the first day I fell in love with hip hop. It was grade 7. I don't remember the month and date. I was coming back from school. There was that show they used to play called KMTV for people who didn't have DSTV
at the time. Yeah, I remember.
So there was that show called KMTV in Soweto TV. So I remember coming back from school, put my school bag on the couch, watched the TV. I saw Lollipop, Lil Wayne. I was like, shit. People actually live like this.
Yeah.
So from there, that's where everything was shifted. I was like, okay, I already knew that I want to live a better life than this, but now I actually see what's possible.
Yeah.
And luckily, I've always been the type of person that believe that whatever someone else can do, I can probably do it too. Because we have the same hours in the day, we have the same blood running in our veins, whatever someone else can do, I can probably do it too.
So would you say that's when your music career technically started off, if I may say?
Yeah, that's because at the time the reason I went into hip hop, it wasn't initially for love. The reason I went into hip hop initially was I thought okay, since I saw that this is probably the only way I can access this life. So I started doing hip hop. Then once I started doing hip hop for the lifestyle, for the actual life. And then when I started doing hip hop, fortunately people started telling me that I'm talented.
Yeah.
It just happened. Everyone that has to come through to our studio, everyone just used to tell me and single me out like, yo bro, talented. So that's where I started thinking, oh, maybe there's actually something that I have, and then started pursuing it and started falling in love with music in general.
That's your music.
That's where it all started. And then how it helped me and my childhood friends escape whatever there was going on around is we used to lock ourselves up in the studio and just record all day, every day. Everyone in our hood knew these weird kids, these hip hop guys. But it helped us basically escape everything, and then we just tuned.
But for me, if anything, the most important thing that I did, that I think that those sessions or those days did, was the mindset switch. Because I think if more than anything, the mental switch or the mindset, when the mindset was different.
It was different because we were exposing ourselves to what is possible, and we exposed ourselves each and every day. So that's how our mindsets like literally slowly shifted.
Yeah, because at the time I think we were done with high school. You were still doing great.
Hated school
or something like that.
Hated school, yeah.
So you used to bunk school and chill with us in the studio all day and just but nonetheless, would say there was like the switch in your whole mindset and everything.
Basically.
Okay, that's great. Okay, cool. Now, moving on. I know that you're a father now. Congratulations. Tell us about your about fatherhood. How did that impact your life and your career in general?
Bro, it's very hard to explain. It's a crazy experience. But then, becoming a father, just how can I put it? It just makes you realize that you no longer, because all these years I was hustling, I was pushing, I was making money, but then I was only doing it for myself. Okay, I can include my mom and everyone else, but I was basically doing it's mostly for me. But then once you start having someone that actually depends on you, it becomes a whole different ball game.
It's a different story.
So now you understand whatever move that you make, whatever decision that you take is basically calculated, because now you have to think not only for you, but for your child as well. Even because I always knew that I want to create an empire for my children, but then it becomes real when now he's here. It's a different situation. So now whatever decisions that you take, whatever move you make, it's always calculated, because you have to consider.
Okay, no, that makes sense.
It depends.
How old is he?
Turning 9 months in it's the 11th today, in 6 days.
11. And what is it that you're hoping to maybe give to him? I don't know if that makes sense. In the long run, what is it that what legacy do you want to leave for him specifically?
That's a very difficult question, because one, you can never, how can I put it? You can never instill your values, yourself as a being,
okay,
to your child. I'm not sure if I'm explaining it properly. You can only be that guidance, and just hope it can turn out this way. But then, of course, besides the money and all those things, what I'm hoping to leave, what I'm hoping my son could learn from me, is just being a good person, having a good heart, and just caring for other people, even if it's a stranger.
Okay. Do you care?
Me? I care a lot. But then the only thing about me is that I care a lot, but then
You're an asshole.
If you're an asshole to me, I can prove to you who's a bigger asshole. But then in general, I'm a kind person, and I believe you know that as well.
No, I don't. But it's fine. Okay. Okay, but it's fine. So now we wanna take it from your personal life to your work. You started working when was it? 2014 or 15?
My first job was in September 2015.
2015.
Yeah.
What were you doing?
I was selling maths and English programs. So basically, we used to go to schools. That's where my sales skills basically developed further. Because I used to sell right from primary, so it just, because now it's a real world. Now you have to go approach a lot of people and get rejected and all those things that comes with sales. But then that's where my sales skills basically got more developed. But we were selling maths and English programs. What used to happen was we used to basically call in. Someone would get leads. We'd call in and just set up meetings in schools. Once we set up those meetings, we go to those meetings and present the programs, and then.
And how long did you stay with that company?
1 month.
Was it a month? So you worked a month with that company specifically, or in your whole life, if I may say?
No, in my whole life, I think I worked something like 4 months. Because the thing is, when I went to a job, I remember, I already knew from a young age that I don't want to work for anyone. Mm-hmm. So when I went to a company and work, it was basically for a reason. Mm-hmm. So at the time where I went to Maths Ace, it was already for a reason. I wanted to basically get funding for Forex. Mm-hmm. So I went in that 1 month and made sure I made a killing. Mm-hmm. So I remember that very same month, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I earned something like 20-something thousand. Mm-hmm. So I was a top earner that month. For like the whole year, I was the top earner that month. So I made sure that when I go in there, I make a killing and just get what I want.
Because I think sales is the best industry. Well, it's the best in the West industry to be in, because your income is determined by your inputs, basically.
Exactly.
It's not like your regular job where it's okay, you go in, do this, and this.
Type documents, get paid 5K a month. That's
your standard salary.
Exactly.
So with sales, you can literally get. It's up to you as to, obviously depending on which industry you're in also, but it's up to you as to how much you get paid.
Exactly, and that's what I wanted. Because I remember when I got a job at Maths Ace, I used to apply I used to send like 50 something posts a day. Mm-hmm. I used to apply like to 50 something different companies a day. Okay. Understand? So, but what I did not want, I remember I sometimes got interviews to companies where they're like, okay, you'll just do admin work. We don't need you to have any certificate as long as you understand Microsoft and the whole MS Office.
Yeah.
So, but when I heard the salary, like, okay, you'll earn 5K a month, but I was never motivated by knowing how much I'll earn a month. I was always motivated by, okay, if I can put in this much effort, then I can make this much, potentially. So that's why I specifically went to Mets 8.
So now, with all that said, now tell me about the ups and downs of the business, right? Obviously, we all know that, especially this the industry that we're in, like there's a lot of ups and downs. You know what I'm saying? But now the only thing is that, like, most of the time you won't really know. Go say, okay, Moses is going through some financial shit. It's going through really the most. You know, it's not out there. People know you as whatever that they know you about, but they don't know what's really going on in the background, because I obviously know about tell me about the ups and downs, and what did you actually do to get yourself out of those situations? You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so when you talk about because in terms of the Forex business, I've done about everything except having my own broker, which is something that I'm actually working on right now.
Okay, that's good.
So when you say the business, do you mean like the whole business, not just the trading?
For me,
like the whole business.
For me, as a professional, I don't know about you, but with Forex, just trading, I take that very seriously. So I take my Forex trading account is my business.
Yes, of course.
So with that, let's just first talk about the Forex trading, and then we'll get
actual trading.
The actual trading. Then we'll get to the business side of everything.
That's why I was asking, because Forex trading itself is a business.
It's a business, so, exactly, yes.
But since we've done like almost everything in the Forex industry, so that's why I wanted to know which. But in terms of the actual trading, the ups and downs is basically, it goes back to what we spoke about earlier. The major issue becomes controlling your emotions, because for me, learning how to trade, it was very quick, because I'm a fast learner as well. So I used to stay up all night. You remember? I used to stay up all night, 3 a.m. sleeping, waking up at 6 a.m., going to my day job, coming back at 10 p.m.
4-hour sleeping sessions, because we didn't have enough time back then.
Understand? So get on the bus or train, sleep, or maybe read, do whatever. So I wouldn't really say I experienced a lot of challenges in terms of learning the actual trading.
Yes.
The challenges came when I was actually trading now.
Yes.
Understand?
Yes.
That's where the challenges came through, because I had to now, okay, it's very hard again to lose your own cash. So I put in that, initially I started with, I remember it was, I think the actual amount I started with was something like 11,000. Blew that in 2 weeks. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Now I'm broke. I could have bought myself a sneaker. All those thoughts come to life. Definitely, but then the challenges that I went through when it comes to trading was learning how to control my emotions. Understanding that Forex is not a get-rich-quick scheme. Understanding that I won't invest. Could happen, but the likelihood of blowing that account is much higher than actually making cash.
So needs to be on 100 also.
Exactly. So one of the challenges was basically one key challenge that I experienced in trading itself was understanding that if I had to make maybe a deposit of maybe 10,000 rands or maybe 50,000 rands, I'm not expecting $1 million in 2 months.
Yes.
Accepting that was a huge challenge.
No, but now my question, what I want to understand is the ups and downs of the business itself. You trade, you make money, and then the next day, boom. Example, 2016, I remember the date. 2016, October the
Brexit.
10th, if I'm not mistaken.
Brexit.
Yes. During that Brexit, during that huge drop, we were all invested in GBP, right? And most of our accounts got blown that day, right? And people don't know that, but most of our accounts got blown that day.
Yes.
So from that point, you go from positive 400,000 or whatever to zero.
Yes.
How do you then pick yourself up from that to now saying, okay, I'm stable again, whether be it financially but just to get that financial stability again?
Obviously there's some things I can't touch on,
okay,
because of some reasons. Some things I can't really touch on. But then it's even harder because at the time when Brexit happened, specifically that scenario.
Yes.
At the time when Brexit happened, a lot of people on Facebook and social media knew that Moses is it's a top dog. So it's very hard, especially because I remember during that period, I used to meet some people, because that used to happen like very, 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 very frequent, where you just go to the mall, meet someone, yo, Moses, yo, what's up?
Like a celebrity.
I understand. You felt like a celebrity in a way. So it's very hard going to a mall, knowing very well yesterday you blew everything that you had. Can't even afford McDonald's. Then meet people that look up to you. So it's very hard. Those were the challenges that I had to go through. But at the same time, at that point in time, I was at a position where I can't now go on Facebook and say, "You guys, I blew everything that I have." Because now the reputation and everything. And at the time, we used to sell courses and stuff like that. So it's those were the challenges in a way, reputation wise, and just I don't know.
Which actually brings me to my next question: how important is it to maintain a good reputation in the Forex industry, especially as, I don't know, in the business side? Because now if you're just trading and you know, at this point, myself, I'm not really into training. I don't do training as much as I used to. I don't promote courses, but I still do post a lot about Forex. And the reason why I post a lot about Forex is just for motivational purposes. You know what I'm saying? Just to tell people that, you know what, this thing actually does work.
Does work, yes.
Fuck all the negative content that you obviously consume out there. But this shit actually does work. You know what I'm saying? So how important is it to maintain that reputation in the Forex?
You know, things are kind of different right now. At that point, it was very, very important for me to maintain that, because it was because I in a way, I'd say I blew up in the Forex industry unexpected. So once I understood that, oh shit, now I'm known. Now I felt the pressure to maintain that kind of status in a way. Understand? But in a way, it's a double-edged sword, because it gives like a lot of expectations from people. Hence, I even stopped posting about Forex stuff, because I wanted to just remove myself from the public eye of the Forex, like your Sunday Lishezis, your Ref Waynes. Understand? I can name a few. But then that's why I just decided, you know what, let me just remove myself, because I don't want to feel this pressure anymore. I'm making money with Forex in the whole business as a whole. But then I don't feel, because that's why I even stopped selling courses. Number one thing I used to hate about selling courses is, I'm sorry, but people are stupid sometimes. People, you know, sometimes you'd find, I'm very sorry to say this if you took my course, but I'm just being honest. Sometimes you'd find challenges that I used to come across was, you'd find someone who's going to pay for a course. And then you teach them everything you know, which is exactly what I do. You even show your charts, you even take trades in front of your clients, you understand? And then you teach them, but they just not getting it. And then whose fault is it? It's my fault.
And you'd find people that you'll train this guy, and then you meet this guy 6 months down the line, and they still ask you the most basic thing. Because sometimes it feels as though, sometimes it feels as though the only time this person opens a chart is when they're next to you.
Exactly. And actually that's where people have to understand that you have to be hungry to succeed in Forex. Why?
Not in just Forex.
Not in just Forex, in just anything. Not even business. Just anything. Just in life. You have to just put in everything that you have. Because I remember I used to go to work tired. I used to be tired all the time, because I was deep in it. I was teaching myself, learning, and of course, if you keep learning, at some point you'll have a bigger understanding. And if let's say you've been trading for 10 years, which is I've taught people who've traded longer than me. If you've been trading for 10 years and I've been trading for 5 years, or maybe even 2 years, but you only spend 30 minutes on the charts and I spend 14 hours a day on the charts, who's going to be more likely to succeed?
Because now you understand the basic movements of the market. And I think that's exactly what happened when we were still starting out, if you remember. Because I was still working in IT back then. My laptop was like this, and I had 2 screens from work, and I would just always used to look at the market moving up and down each and every single day.
Because you're obsessed about it. You have to have that kind of, in whatever you do, I believe you have to have some sort of obsession. An obsession is necessary, but it should be healthy as well. But then you have to have that kind of obsession that will, even if you're trying to sleep, just be like, nah, fuck this shit, I'm waking up. let me just spend at least an hour, 30 minutes or an hour.
Yeah.
So without that, I don't believe you can succeed in Forex. But then all in all, the challenges that I faced was those challenges, like the one you mentioned, the Brexit situation. But then eventually, man, you just pull yourself up, man. You just motivate yourself. Okay, I did it the first time. So if I did it the first time, I can do it again.
And which is do it again.
Did it over and over and over again.
And it's so important to I like it when I talk to someone and they've experienced actually those where they actually have to pick themselves up again. Like, I have everything and then I lose everything. And then now it's that thing of, okay, I need to pull myself back up.
Yes.
You know, because now you understand, Guti, if someone can do something once and they can do it again and then they lose, you know, even if I lose it all again today.
Yes. Even if I had to lose everything today again. We're not and I blew it type of situation where I won a lottery or I got inheritance money or something. I did it. I came up from nothing. I created whatever that I wanted to create, lost it, created it again. I've lost it many times. So
and then right now it's normal. You know, okay, I might lose it, but you know, also go to okay, like I'll make it back.
But one thing I can advise, especially the audience, about Forex is that Forex will teach you how to detach yourself from money.
Yes.
Not in a bad way, but then it'll help you understand that in business, losing money is not the end of the road.
Yeah.
You can lose and win again. Lose and win again. You can lose 10,000 today and think, you can lose $1 million today and think this is the end of the world. 2 or 3 months, I've seen it happen.
Yeah.
2 or 3 months later, you make even more than what you lost.
Definitely, yeah.
So, yeah.
So, but how do you then think that helped you? Because, you know, this thing, you know, there's a line that we used to use where they say...
But there's one thing I notice it.
Yeah.
I keep drinking water, but my mouth is dry
as fuck.
I don't understand.
Okay,
understand,
so but with that said, there's this thing with FX, especially when around 2015, 2016, 2017, there was this whole, I don't know if I should say stigma, but there was this whole thing of life of a trader type of a status that you always have to maintain.
That's also, you see, that's also I believe what damaged the whole Forex industry, because you chilling at home, probably unemployed, or maybe you employed, you have those little nyana funds. Maybe you employed and you have those little nyana funds, and you turn on your Instagram, you see who's this kid who got hijacked the other Lisiba.
Yes.
You look at Lisiba. I'm not saying I'm not saying that's a bad thing. Of course.
Okay, yeah.
I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but then I'm just highlighting the what really caused the downfall to the whole Forex industry in a way. It became a whole scam.
Yeah.
You log into,
made it seem like it's a scam.
Made it seem like it's a scam. You log onto Instagram, you see Lisiba just bought an M4.
Yeah.
2 months down the line, the FX Code guys just bought the i8s.
Yeah.
Of which is they should celebrate their success.
Yeah.
Like, bro, like they should celebrate their success.
Yeah.
However, in terms of like the beginner trader, what happens in your mind subconsciously, something that we can't control, subconsciously, what happens is you believe that, okay, if I had to invest 2,000 today, by the end of in 6 months I'll probably have an i8, which is
impossible.
The thing is, again, you probably can.
Yeah,
you probably can. I've actually seen some scenarios. There's that guy, I forgot his name, who made turned, I think, was it 10k to 5 billion something, 50 million.
50. Okay.
The guy who bought a building.
I don't know.
I forgot the name.
Okay, yeah.
One of those guys. But then it was a lucky situation. Yeah. What happened after that, he started blowing accounts, because unfortunately when he started off, he made a lot of money. So that's the expectation he had.
Yes.
In some rare situations, it could happen that you could hit a jackpot, like playing the lottery. But then most cases,
In most
98 or 99% of the times, it's not gonna happen. So that's why people keep blowing accounts. And when you keep blowing accounts and you continue seeing Lisiba and whoever the Forex guys keep posting their fancy cars, what happens in your mind? You tell yourself,
I want to live that lifestyle.
No, but you keep blowing these accounts. So you tell yourself, okay, this whole thing is a scam.
Yeah.
And you tell your friend, bro, this thing is a scam.
Yeah.
It's a
not understanding, Gucci, you are the one with the actual problem.
Yes, then it becomes a word of mouth thing. It's a scam, it's a scam, it's a scam.
But,
So that's what
but we can't also run away from the fact that there's a lot of people in the industry that are using Forex to scam people. You know what I'm saying? I get inboxes to this day. In fact, because I've seen it so much happening, I know a profile that invites me on Facebook. I can tell,
yeah. Of course.
Okay, this is one of those. You know, and I just refrain from accepting that person because I know as soon as I accept that guy, he's gonna start inboxing me like, hey man, you can invest this much and get this much. And strangely, some people actually fall for that shit. And that's just the sad reality of things.
But then again, I understand there's people that go into Forex to scam people, but sometimes I'm going back to the reason why I left teaching people how to trade for selling courses.
Yeah.
Reason is because I've had situations where, like I'm telling you, I teach people what I do.
Yeah.
And when I go to a person, they view me as Moses. He's already this guy. So I'm expecting to have this. Maybe they see my account, whatever it is. I wanna create this kind of an account. Then I teach them what I do. They keep blowing accounts. You know what happens? I've had situations where people say like, "Oh, this is a scam."
Yeah.
He's not teaching me what he's doing.
Your strategy is not working.
It's not teaching me what he's doing. It's just selling a course, but it's not going to give you the real thing.
Yeah.
It's a scam.
Well, maybe that's because people are actually still looking for that holy grail, obviously.
Exactly, and there's no holy grail.
Okay, but now, coming back to this, in terms of your trading, right, and your downfall and everything, how did this now change your spending habits? You know, you went from always flexing with your black cards and everything, you know, going to the club
black card syndrome.
Yes, it used to be the thing. Yeah. It's still the thing now. People still show off their black cards and stuff, but
it's useless.
Well, yeah, it might be useless, but
it's not useless. But then I'm just saying flexing
and showing people, you got your black card and everything. But how did this whole thing, like you're taking losses, how did that help you in terms of changing your mindset and your spending habits and all those things? You know what I'm saying?
The spending habits, I think it differs from person to person. But then in terms of me, I learned to reduce my spending from overspending and being broke, overspending and being broke. Yeah. So doing that over and over and over, and plus having a child after that. Okay, but then I think I overcame my spending habits before I even had a child. But then it just comes from overspending, being broke, overspending, being broke, and then at some point it hits you like, I've been doing the same thing for so many years. Come on now, I have to at least move, just go to a different phase.
Yeah,
I understand. So that's basically.
I think it just goes with experience.
Yeah, it just goes with experience, and it just. You keep looking at these guys making more money, like, yo, I could have been there probably.
Yes.
And then, but you keep putting yourself back with just wasting money.
So obviously, moving away from Forex a bit, obviously, I know that you know that Forex is not the only thing that you can use to make money on the internet.
Yeah,
right?
So many ways to make money.
We have crypto, we have online marketing, but because it's you, I'll focus mostly on online marketing now. Tell us a bit more about your online marketing and your campaigns and all those things.
So basically, one of the things that I do is basically still in the Forex business, but the affiliation side. So basically, just to briefly explain what affiliate marketing is, it's basically just like any other company that offline company. Like I'll make an example, like selling cars.
Yeah.
There's a company that owns cars. You become a salesperson, you bring clients, they give you a certain commission.
Yeah.
So that's the same thing that happens online. So I partner with Forex brokers, and then I bring them clients, they give me commission.
Yeah.
So what I do, I've been doing that for a couple of years until I started my own affiliate network. So an affiliate network is basically, I just do everything for you. I get you good deals from the brokers. I just do everything concerning.
When you say for you, who are you talking about?
For the affiliates, people that are interested in basically doing affiliate marketing, of which it's a very, very, very good income generator. I won't lie to you, it's a very, very great income generator, and the sky's the limit. There's no cap.
Because now another thing with what you're doing, which is online marketing, it's not only limited to Forex. Because I know you can sell things. There's these things, selling things on Amazon and all those things.
Yes.
So it's actually very broad.
It's a very broad industry. However, since I've been doing Forex, that's why I decided, okay,
because it's something you understand.
I understand the ins and outs of Forex, so let me first focus on Forex, and then now we just recently expanded to crypto. We about to launch our first dating campaigns. So we're now expanding because now I have the grip of the Forex industry since I have a lot of experience in it. So it's always good to expand. But in affiliate marketing is so broad. There's so many things you can sell. You can even sell porn.
Hey, you can. Well, you're not really selling porn, but
and there's a lot of money.
You're promoting porn. Yeah, porn is a lucrative industry. I know.
Yeah, porn is a very lucrative, something that I'm actually looking into. No, but I believe we all are in a way. But yeah,
all are
not addicted, but we all do. Don't you watch porn?
At times.
Yeah, so don't pin this on me. But anyway, it's a very lucrative industry, and especially with this whole Web 3.0 thing coming up.
Yeah, it's a different ball game.
Yeah, that's a story for another day. But then in terms of affiliate marketing, my company is ROI Masters. So you can, if you're interested in affiliate marketing, you can just go to roimasters.net.
Actually, just tell our viewers where they can get hold of you, maybe on social media and everything, and if they wanna know more about your company, what you do, and all that stuff, so they can maybe.
Yes, on Facebook it's Moses Ngwenya. Instagram it's Moses Ngwenya. So yeah, I'm just Moses Ngwenya. My YouTube channel is Moses Online Hustle.
Okay, yeah, that's where they can find you.
That's where they can find me. Yes.
Okay, cool. And then the website.
That's not but the Moses Online Hustle is not the affiliate marketing channel, which is something that we're currently working on. Okay. So the Moses Online Hustle is basically a different kind of channel, but you can also find me there. Obviously, from that channel I'll reference people to the new channel.
Okay, cool. So what's coming from you right now? What's next? What can we expect from Moses going forward?
From Moses going forward, we basically I'm working on something in terms of the crypto. There's a coin that we're working on. We're trying to, but I won't go into details because we're still in the planning phase. But then there's a coin that we're working on. Yeah. There's also the whole Web 3.0 wave. We're still trying to dive into that. The NFTs as well. So that's the next projects that we're working on, but it's specifically online.
Okay, so most of your projects are online, right?
Yes.
Basically.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Thank you a lot. Thanks a lot for joining us, man. And it's been a great and insightful session.
It's a pleasure.
Hopefully we'll catch up again in the next few months or years or something.
Did you do something with that hand today?
What the fuck, though?
Just kidding, bro. Just kidding. But yeah, it's an honor, man. It's an honor.
Yeah, but anyways, thank you guys for tuning in. This has been a great session, getting to know Moses Ngwenya. Obviously, if you are new to the channel, please hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the notifications. We'll bring you more content with more people similar to him doing everything online, just to show you guys the possibilities of everything that you can basically earn a living just using your computer. Okay, so you know how crazy it is with the job industry in South Africa. Our employment rate is very low, so the online space can give you employment from the comfort of your own home, and this is just what we're trying to bring to you guys. Okay,
you can create employment as well.
You can even create employment. He's already doing it. He's already doing it. He's already hiring. How many people are you working with?
A couple of people, bro.
A couple of people. And what's strange with this whole thing is the fact that actually the people that we've worked with or that we made the most money with is people we've never met before. Everyone, you work with people from Slovakia, you work from UK,
Ireland,
everywhere, all over the world. You've never met these people. Some of them don't even have profile pictures. But we've worked with them and we've built that trust, that connection and everything with these people. So we're just trying to bring that to you guys so that you guys can also see possibilities as to what else you can do just besides just Forex trading. Obviously, this podcast is sponsored by markets.com. So there's a link just below here. You can just sign up and open your account, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you for watching.